Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Chicago Lala, the mother of Shaquille and Shakari Shepherd. Yes, I am. This my sackcloth of ashes. I'm in mourning, y'all. So this my morning. This my morning get up. This my morning demo. I'm in mourning. Today makes 3 years that my son was put in the ground on his father's birthday, February 8th, 2020. Now it's 2023. Yeah, we put my baby boy Shaquille in the ground. It's devastating. I'm for real, y'all. Like, it just never goes away. It's true what they say. You learn to live with it and deal with it and all that type of stuff. So you'll function and seem normal, but in the inside, like Ricky Smiley said, you're crying, but there's no tears coming out. You're not crying, but tears are falling from your face. That's what Ricky Smiley said. And I'm like, God, he got it right away. Because this been going on for us for 3 years. He just joined. It's new for them. So, mothers in mourning, I'm here to tell y'all, I talk to everybody, but I'm talking to mothers because I'm a mother. It is difficult, but I just be wanting to, like shed light on the positive aspects. And I know you like, what could be positive about putting your child in the ground? The fact that I was able to do it. It's our custom and it's our culture in this society to have burials. And we were able to provide him a beautiful service, you know. My baby, he was G'd up, y'all. He was killing the game. His last hurrah. So, um, you want to look at it like that, knowing that he lived a righteous life, knowing that his name was not blotted out the book of life, the Lamb's book of life, knowing that in 28 years he did all these wonderful things, helping people, doing all this, stuff, just being a great person. Being able to have a ceremony for him like that, being able to tee up the way we did, and, just representing him, just being able to glorify God, even in spite of what we was going through. I stood at that gravesite. I cried. I'm like, it's no words to describe what I felt in that moment, what I feel most moments. You have good days, like Ricky Smiley said, and I'm referring to him because lately he's been the main one in my timeline regarding the transitioning of a child. Again, like I said, you will have, really rough days and you'll have some good days. But, regarding, just having to bury your child, just be grateful that you had insurance, or that or people got together and did a GoFundMe, or you had a trust fund, or you was able to people was rallied behind you and they supported you and financially or whatever. The fact that, my son didn't leave here off no, drama. So I ain't have nobody come shoot up the funeral. I have to deal with that. Not saying that if your son's funeral gets shot up, that mean that they did something wrong, or that shame. I'm not shaming anybody or judging. I'm just saying I didn't go through those things. So I have a lot to be grateful for. You know, as much as it hurted me to see his father have to spend his 49th birthday putting his son in the ground. At least he had a father. His father was there his entire life, every step of the way. Same with my parents. It really hurted me to see my parents have to put their firstborn grandchild in the ground after they had already buried their baby boy 20 years prior, who was murdered. My little brother was murdered 2002. I tell y'all that all the time. Go check out my other channel, I Am Jovan Jones, in memory of my little brother who was slain in Indianapolis, Indiana, and in 2002. And it hurted me, that they had to go through that, but at least he had grandparents that was there every step of the way. My mother was there when he came out of my womb. She was there when my daughter came out of my womb. Them the only two grandchildren out of all the 20-something grandkids she got. My children, the only ones that she was present at their birth. I'm grateful that I had 28 years. I just try to focus on all those things. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't make the pain less, but it does give me a lot of clarity to know that Most High chose me to have him for that long, and that I was able to. It really hurt me, you know what I'm saying, that there's so many other people out here, going through way worse. And I'm just here to tell y'all, you're going to make it through. You can make it through. The burial process is a lot. It is ridiculous how much they want and all this goofy stuff, because I was so mad. Like, we bought that plot 20 years ago when my little brother was murdered. So what do you need from us now? We paid for the plot. Well, it's going to cost this and you got to do this. And I'm looking like I'll go dig my own son's grave. That's how I feel. I would dig with my bare hands, in the middle of the winter. So, thinking back 3 years ago on this day that I had to put my baby in that cold, hard ground, that was horrific. I hated it. But it was just something I had to do. I ain't had no other choice. I mean, you got a choice, all right. You can cremate them, but you got to give them back. And, I'm grateful to y'all that I was able to put him in the ground knowing that he had helped all these other people's lives. My baby Shaquille Jayon Shepherd is a gift of hope patient. And he was able to provide all of his tissues, his cornea, his arm bones, leg bones. He gave everything. Everything was given. And there was just so many people who benefited. So I'm really super duper grateful, that people are walking around. This one lady in particular, she's walking around my son's cornea. She can see. She was, her vision was at 25%, and now she's at 82% with her vision, due to my child. And the doctor said that it will continue to increase. So I'm grateful for that. There's a little boy that was 7 years old at the time. And I forgot how old he was. I take that back. No, I'm thinking about the girl. It was a girl who was in a car accident. And she was the same age as my son. And both her legs were crushed. So she lost activity of her legs. And with my son's leg bones, she says she's running now. The letter states that she can run. She went from being immobile, incapacitated, basically paralyzed, I guess, because she don't have any legs. But now she has my son's leg bones and she's running. And she's the same age as my son. And she survived the car accident. My son was in a car accident 1 year and 1 month before he left this earth. And it was a really severe car accident, but he survived it, only to leave here the next year from peanut and asthma. But yeah, I'm just here to tell y'all, you will make it. You're going to make it. Everything's going to be fine. It's rough. It is painful. It just because don't nobody be boo-hooing and going crazy does not mean that they heart ain't ripped out from them. Like, I literally feel like I'm a shell of myself. I don't feel like the same person. It's so painful. Like, it hurt real bad for me. But I'm looking like it's a part of life, right? It's so weird that it's a part of life, but this the part, we so selfish, we do not want this part to come. Nobody ever wants to give back their loved one. That is hilarious, right? Like, what you gonna do with them? Like, they didn't come here to stay. This world is not our home. It wasn't my son's home. And, but I'm just here to tell you, you're going to make it through the burial process, because that's the end, basically. That's the last step, is putting them in that ground. And for those of you who have different ceremonies or what have you, it's still that the last step, whether it's, the cremation or whatever, however you do it, the embalm or whatever, if you ship them off to sea like King Arthur and them did, however you do it. That's the last step. When I saw him going into that cold, hard ground, and I'm just standing here like, is this real? And then I'm like, it's his daddy's birthday. That was all just so crazy to me. And I just still, throughout everything, y'all, I just always feel like I still feel like praising God no matter what. Every time. I just always be like, I just feel like I have to praise God. I have to give him the glory. And I'm just encouraging y'all to do so as well. Like, it's really, like, for real, because, things could have been worse. He was able to have a beautiful service. I feel so honored, that my child had a wonderful service, shouts out to Pastor Wade. She let us use the church, Dwayne Wade mother. Yeah. We love her. She's an awesome woman of God. So we grateful for so many different things. But yeah, so y'all gonna make it through. I just dropped in to give y'all a little bit of encouragement. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Okay, peace and blessings.